was all right. The song isn't like horrible. I mean, yeah, there's like swear words, but I think the overall message isn't necessarily a bad message. It's just not the full answer to what's really going to free you from sin, what's really going to free you from you self-destroying. Russ just released his new single, In the Dirt. In today's video, we're going to figure out whether or not this song is actually promoting Jesus and the faith, as it kind of seemed like he was aiming toward in his preview that he put out on TikTok a couple days ago. So let's dive into this video and take a look if that's the case. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Jose, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about Russ's new single, In the Dirt. We're going to look at it. We're going to look at the lyrics. We're going to figure out whether or not this is actually like a Christian song. I know in my earlier video that I did, I think a lot of you had looked this up because most of the views that came from it were searches Russ Christian song. And so obviously I wasn't the only one that felt this way, which is probably why the video did kind of okay. So if you guys haven't heard that or watched that video, I'm going to go ahead and just play that TikTok right here.
I was angry, lustful, gluttonous, distrustful, till I woke up and said none of this is Russell. Give me back. I took the keys back and changed the lock so I don't relapse. Won't let the devil creep back. Can't believe that. I ain't gonna let the devil win on that. I ain't gonna let the devil in on that.
So as you can tell, the song is kind of alluding to some of the things that are Christian values, right? You're talking about lustful, deceitful, things that are sinful. And he talks about the devil, talks about not letting him back in. Things like that obviously are like, kind of like, those things are like keywords for us followers of Jesus who are like, you know what, maybe that's actually a Christian right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at these lyrics and see what these actually saying in the full song. And FYI, I did a little bit of looking into it and I listened to the song. There's a little bit of explicit, so if you don't like that, I'm sorry, but that's just what it is, and we're gonna figure this thing out together. Right off the bat, guys, we got the little intro that he's talking about, and one thing that stuck out to me is right here. I don't think a lot of us realize the negative patterns we get ourselves into. Yeah. Now, this is the part where I'm like, all right, maybe you know what, this isn't actually what I thought it was gonna be. He says, we're the only ones that can pull ourselves out. You feel me? Where does that leave God in this? Where does that leave Jesus pulling us out of sin, pulling us out of patterns that we put ourselves in? You know, I read some books to start off my year. My mama uses $100 bills to wipe off her tears. That must be nice. I wish I could do that. Dad talking off my ear. Dang. I'm lucky that I have him, though. Okay. I know I should call him more. I'm working on my balance, so I'm not such a workaholic. I'm obsessed with progress. That's good, I guess. Oh, victory is subjective in this game. It's a effing contest. Everybody's brainwashed. I think it's kind of probably pretty accurate. We ain't on the same time, but look up at the same clock. Different destinations, but we get off at the same stop. Everybody's confused. We don't know how we ended up here with we at. We refuse to take accountability for the mindset that we choose. Okay, so I can kind of get behind that, right? Like a lot of times things are a mindset. You know, there's certain situations that happen to you that are actually just a mindset thing, right? It's like two people can have the same situation happen. One person sees it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn, and to use an opportunity to change the course of their life. Another person sees that as a hindrance to their life and they don't change it. They just use it as an excuse to be where they're at or not progress and stuff like that. So I can get behind that. Forgot to lock the door. Uh-oh. The devil's taking his shoes off. Oh, so this guy's just chilling. He's not just like this dude. So he didn't lock the door, which you meant to. He's getting comfy and he's planting seeds. Okay, so the enemy's chilling. I'm assuming at the door of his heart or his mind. He's just chilling there. He's taking his shoes off. This dude plans to stay for a while. Obviously getting comfy. And now he's starting to plant seeds, you know, starting to plant the negative thoughts, starting to plant whatever, like lustful, deceitful thoughts that are a hindrance to your life. And we wonder why our garden's got weeds now. Hold on. It's hard to breathe. Anxiety don't let us sleep now. But we forgot we got the key to be free now. So let's be free now. All right, so now we're like cooking. I'm like, okay, well, what's the key to be free? Let's talk about that. You know, let's see where this song's going to take us. I'm on that. We're going to the chorus here. Not going to let the devil win. Fear and worry, that's the devil at work. Yeah. On God. Ooh, that boy putting stuff on God. I'm going to put him in the dirt. Oh, this is put the devil in the dirt. All right. In the dirt. I ain't gonna let the devil in. I ain't got the devil in. Fear and worry, that's the devil's work. I'm gonna put him in the dirt. Okay, so now this is the verse that we just heard. That's where we thought he was like, you know, leading towards some other stuff. So he was overindulgent in food, potentially women, sleeping with women, and alcohol. So he's gluttonous, lustful, and is, I guess, alcoholic. Bad habits. made the devil grow bigger. Go figure. I had no resistance, therefore no restrictions on the energy that occupied my soul's existence. Dang, I was drifting because I didn't have definite aim. Devilish game only wins with the negligent brain. Finesse the reins out of my hand, control my thoughts, fear and jealousy. My biggest enemy was Moy. What's Moy? Knew that I was lost, had to find my path again, had to figure out where I was going, draw a map again, cut the bad habits. I challenged my willpower. Yeah, mental self-control and self-discipline is real power. I was angry, lustful, gluttonous, distrustful till I woke up and said, none of this is Russell. Give me back. I took the keys back and changed the lock so I won't relapse. I won't let the devil creep back in. Believe that yet. Okay, so that's like literally the whole song, guys. So that's pretty much the whole song. That's like, so if you guys kind of caught that, right? The second verse was all that it was. It was like a couple verses before or a couple lines before, but then it was just like that part that we listened to. And the first one was talking about what's going on now. Okay, now I have an opportunity. Now I know how to be free. Does he ever really tell us how to be free? I mean, he kind of did, right? He says like, oh, like his self-control, he tested his willpower, he did things himself. And that's the thing, guys. That's the thing that I think, that's the thing that I'm like, oh, okay, like I guess this is a song about like yourself, taking yourself out of a situation. And I think that's where like I was hoping that it was going to be like Jesus, right? The keys to getting myself out of this pattern of sin, this pattern of self-destruction is Jesus, as the Bible teaches, you know. And unfortunately, that's not what he said, right? It could have been an opportunity to glorify God, and he might not even be a Christian. I don't even think he's even proclaimed faith in Jesus at all. God, the devil, very generic terms that can be used for anything, right? I mean, not anything, but you know what I mean? Like, I could say, you know, the devil, but I'm not talking about Satan in the Bible. I could talk about God, not talk about Jesus Christ. So it's just one of those things where, you know, it was like, it was all right. The song isn't like horrible. I mean, yeah, there's like swear words, but I think the overall message isn't necessarily a bad message. It's just not the full answer to what's really going to free you from sin, what's really going to free you from you self-destroying. I think like yesterday, he's able to figure out part of it, right? You're able to figure out you need a self-control. He's blaming the enemy on it, which is true. The enemy does attack our minds. He puts fear, he puts worry, he gives us anxiety, right? Those aren't things of God. And so you can figure that out, you can fight it. But when you don't have the Holy Spirit working in you, when you don't have this Holy Spirit convicting you, we don't have the Holy Spirit sanctifying you, it's going to be really hard to stay the course and not fall back, right? And if you do somehow fall, there's conviction and you feel it in your heart, like you feel guilty. And I think that's something I'll talk about maybe in another video about why you continue to sin, which I think is a big thing, like why we continuously do the same sin. I'll talk about that later in a different video. But overall, at the end of the day, guys, did the song like live up to the expectations? I think I had him set high. I was like hoping, oh my gosh, it's a Christian song. This guy's like the next Christian artist. He's getting like, I like his flow. It sounds good. Is he going to be able to like make the switch over to Christianity? At the end of the day, now doesn't seem like it yet. He's got to be praying for Russ, praying that he changes. You know, I think he's kind of going in the right step. He just has to seek God, and I think God will reveal himself to him. So he knows and he can choose to live for God, because a lot of times they want to reign with God forever after they pass, but they don't want to live with him here. That doesn't make any sense. If you want to reign with him, then you should want to live with him here and do the things that he calls you to do here and live the life that he calls you to live. Here, you might not actually love him like you say you do, or like you say you want to. With that being said, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to spread the truth of Jesus Christ and react to different things that are going on in the world and spread the message of hope to the people that need it most. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys real soon.